8, LA Noire. We're continuing from where we left off this afternoon with a little bit more. I'm sure it was up to the white shoe murder or something like that. That's what it was up to. The doggo was eating her toy. The white shoe slaying. She drunk again. Boo boo.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
So we need a victim crime scene, and we're going to investigate Signal Hill.
We all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Let's get out of here. And we're going to drive there to get more mileage.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
We'll get more mileage out of our car. I don't know how far we need to do yet. Statistics. We've done 12 out of 26 cases. We're 31.7% complete. 14 out of 20. Driven 75 miles. So we're on our way now.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First a letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. We don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
So straight off the bat, we've got a crime to attend to. Pull up our body count towards 100. Up to 71, did it say? Lulu is eating her toy.
Any Central unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3 identified.
11K, go ahead.
11K, roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Uh-oh.
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Oh shit. That wasn't good.
Officer down! Watch it!
Hurt me.
Thanks, mate.
Give it up, old man!
Hit the back.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Why couldn't he punch him? So he's just going to shoot then into so he might as well kill him. I thought I could just chase him down. Right, it's gone, that street crime. Okay. Right, we'll carry straight up. Weave in and out of this traffic. It's now to our left somewhere. So we'll take this left. 3. We'll go back on ourselves, we'll take this left. And we made it.
That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. You're the gig when you're working a homicide, Phelps.
Crime scene, 11:59 AM.
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
Again.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
Yeah.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
That's one thing out the way. Nope, don't want to go there again. There's no jewellery this time. There's no jewellery there this time, is there? Money?
Doesn't look like anything.
Looks like money to me.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Can see.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Is there anyone to talk to?
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Who is this?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block.
This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Suspicious persons.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Hobo. Let's do good cop, I think.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
It's out the way, isn't it? So let's use the telephone. Get that rung.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks for your help.
Right, let's go to the laundry place. Let's get that up. Superior Laundry Services. Here we come. So we need to follow this road back down.
No message.
Excuse me?
There's no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
I don't... It's obviously someone we've never met before who's killing everybody. So we're going to take this next left. Drift it around that corner. We'll go down the hill and it's to our right. Superior Laundry.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Please, I have been...
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Thank you.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
F1363. That one?
Mrs. T. Taraldson, 43
Taraldson.
Emerald Street, Westlake.
Thank you. So I'm guessing we're going there then. 43 Emerald Street, was it? So we'll take this next right and then double back on ourselves.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got
Not
that
again.
feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
43 Emerald Street. Looks like they got kids. Two kids.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
Bobby Ross is a person of interest.
Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
Photo.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Hmm. Baron's
check
bar.
if she was a regular.
Got it. Purse.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Is it not?
This isn't what we're looking for.
Nope.
Maybe if... No.
Yeah. So nothing. That looks like nothing to me. What's this? Is that Baron's bar again?
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this guy.
Bless me.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
What's this? Food for the needy holiday.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
What's the handbag doing here then?
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Boots again. He's got mud on.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
It's all right.
Lars was out in the rain last night. Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Is that all the clues? Is she gonna talk to someone or is she singing?
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies. For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Possible suspects.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Can't be anyone that knew her, but he's got a rope in the back garden. Should try accuse him.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
The rope. Bow rope. Bow rope.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
Alibi for Lars Tarleton.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She
He
said
looks
she was
shifty.
bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Victim's state of mind.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
It doesn't sound like she was, so it's definitely not good cop. Let's try bad cop.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
Last contact with the victim.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
He's looking a bit shifty, isn't he? Accuse.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And we'll try the muddy
How
jacket.
do you figure that?
Muddy jacket. Muddy boots. Wet jacket. Wet jacket.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, be given to broads, you'll be giving into them your entire life. We could break the husband's story right now. Call in, get some uniforms dispatched to check out his alibi.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Dispatch. One moment, officer.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Get some cops over here.
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Right, I'm guessing we're going to go to Baron's
Appreciate
Bar
your time,
next.
sir.
Which I'm guessing isn't far away.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Baron's Bar. I don't think it rings true. Fine, I'll go right then, considering you're not giving way to me. And then we'll take this left. Is it here? Baron's Bar. Right. Let's see if you can talk to anybody here or find any evidence. Ah, it's the Red Baron's Bar. I get it. Yeah, Pilot Whiz from World War 1.
Gents, drink?
Nope.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough.
Benny Clough.
Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. You know, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Last contact with victim?
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
That could be anything. Let's try. Good cop.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be
3591. Vagrant male suspect.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here.
He's definitely
But
lying.
nothing to fit that description.
Bad cop.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy
He could have the rope.
is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
And yellow cab.
Any idea where she
3591.
was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
He looked me straight in the eye and he's not shifting. So technically that should be good cop, but he says he doesn't know where she were heading. So that could be bad cop. Let's go with good cop, shall we?
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for
Get
your
in,
help.
we got it right.
We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Bates!
He is.
We just want to talk.
Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when
Got a
he's
trophy
cornered.
for
We could
getting
have
a
a
new
killer
car.
on our hands.
Very nearly just run over some people.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar
Shit.
where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Yeah, because I crashed into a fence that was indestructible apparently.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Let me get out then.
Show me your hands.
This coward goose.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I bet all these are
choice
bad
in
cops.
this?
Or accused. Contact with victim.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Okay, we get, you know, that could be right. But then he's telling the truth, so it could be a good cop. Bad
Do you
cop.
want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
Account of
So
movements.
what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Bad cop.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Right, do we need to use the telephone?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks.
Do we need to find this car first? Wait in your car.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Move out
Garage
of the
on
way.
7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Any Central unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza.
Can't respond to that crime.
Where's that cab got to now?
Well, I was just there.
Cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Is this him?
3591. That's him there, Phelps.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance.
but he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
New person of interest is the cab driver. Now we need to go back to the police station, interview the sailor guy. Let's get back up. Hopefully that crime will come back through on the radio now. Take this left. Thank you. Keep heading up Flower Street. Further than I thought this. We're going to take this right. Do it again. That's a dead end again. Well, I don't want to be here, do I? Take this left. Yep, through the bridge. We're nearly there now. Oh no, not through the bridge. For the bridge. Take a right. And we are here. Central Police Station. So let's into this sailor, shall we? Who's sailor?
He's in interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
So where is interview room 2? This way? That one? Nope. Might just say interview room 2 that way.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble, that's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
Contact with victim.
You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
It's looking quite shifty, isn't it? But he's telling the truth again. He's not told me everything. Bad cop.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
That makes out. Incident with Bates.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Shifty eyes. Bad cop.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Movements prior to murder.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
Oh, I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
Shifty eyes again.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. I left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
All-American.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
Cab ride with victim.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Smirking.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message
Everyone
for you.
seems to keep that on
Sighting
for.
of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple
You
and
on phone?
Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
The bus. So we need to go to the bus depot.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
Way.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Only have time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Carrollson picked up?
11K, roger.
So this one should be straightforward. It's just up the road. Carry on up here. Avoid the oncoming traffic. Beverly Boulevard, and it is on our left. There we go. So where are we going here then? Inside here? Over here?
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Thank you.
to run the loop.
We need to run the loop.
No, we're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
Are you liquored up?
We have a siren. Oh, come on, man.
All-American 7-4, let's go get him.
These guys are dumb, aren't they? They didn't get out of my way.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Nearly hit me there, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Nearly just ran that guy off the road. That's a tram, so we don't need him. We'll carry straight on up the road. At least we're getting our miles up.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Nope.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty.
Now we need to start getting enough cars so we can up the car thing. Because there's just so many cars that we need. Straight through there. Not seen any buzzers yet. Still no buzzers. We'll take this next left. There's no vehicles down here. Take a right. Slow down, look a bit. Well, that was a bus, but it isn't. Right and then a left.
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
There's a bus. Is that the bus? We got him.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
Here we go.
Some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So, it's narrowed it down to the hobo camp now.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers and left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, I guess we ought.
Let's get there then. We're carrying up Wiltshire. We take this next left again. Back to where we began almost. Just across the street. There's a graphical glitch. Way.
Watch it, will you?
He turned into me then, definitely. We're taking this right. And we'll oversteer that corner. We'll take a left. Nail it. And then a right. Carry straight down. And we shall be taking this left onto this wasteland. And then a right. Hobo camp. We got a shotgun.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic, fellas. We need to hold out until the cavalry arrive. How do we do that? Like this.
Fuck that and get you down, fellas.
You want your rightful
These men know they're
share.
harboring a murderer?
We need to fight for it!
What do you think, Joe Louis?
Bushhawk. I'm getting used to them fighting now. Keep a lid on it. We kept our hat on.
What's your name?
Comrade Stallard.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
That's another arrested. So let's go find out what's in here. There's another
Kremlin's
paper.
over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Missing morphine. Cops say goons fighting dope war. LAPD pals to stop.
Still working.
Is that what it said?
I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir.
So we survived the war too.
See, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that? We are better trained, Jack. I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
So they're falling out. New post from our community. Let's put that down. Uh-oh, rope with blood on it.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Yep. So put that back. Oh, and the purse. Crystal ball.
Doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation?
So we're going back down to the station now, I'll take it. Central Police Station. Come on, fatty, run.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
How's he got a car though? Where did he get a car from if he's a hobo? Take this left. You gonna crash into that police car then?
We're going this way.
Where are we going? Into here?
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Motive for murder.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Shifting his eyes.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
Contact with the victim.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
He's looking shifty.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Why is he saying he's killed loads of women?
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
Cues.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
I bet you could use the bloodstained rope, you know.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
So he's gone nuts
Stuart
from the war.
Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
He's a goner.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
An earlier visit to the hobo camp might have offered a lead, but good luck finding the coherent witness.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
The studio secretary murder. There's no blokes getting murdered, it's all women. And she's drunk again.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
So let's go to the pawnbroker.
Another body. Drink. And Deirdre Muller's ring.
I got the jitters again.
The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Max? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Pardon me. Pawnbroker.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Wait.
Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Sorry.
Whoa there!
this ring.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
22 carat.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Right, let's go to the rail yard. Really hard. Wait for these cars to bugger off. And turn around and take a right.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine, but the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and
Trust you.
Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Let's do this crime this time. Why do some cars drive into you? We'll carry on up here. Going up third. Take a little right and then left. Which should cut across. Oops. Just clipped it. Still carrying on up third. Through the bridge. The tunnel, I mean. Bridge. This one's a bit of a trek, isn't it? Hey, whoa, physics. It's like a bucking horse, that then. Carry on a bit more. But we're nearly there then.
Slow down.
I would slow down, but you're in the bloody way. But this is miles away, this. Let's carry on up here. We'll take this left, because we can't go any more forward. And we've made it. Just left. Just clipped his car.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again. That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Oof. Cold-blooded murder, that.
Give it up! LAPD!
Hurry! You can still catch him.
What if he didn't run into the fence?
Hurry! You can.
There he is, officer.
Take that little shortcut there.
Wow, that looks like a view.
Thought you were going to shoot me, huh?
Every man for himself.
Little shit, don't shoot at me. He's gone. He's gone. So we need to go back to the rail yard, which is now miles away. May as well drive whilst I need the miles. I should have quite a few miles on. And maybe we can find some more locations. So carry on up first this time. That was not my fault, you stopped right
Jesus,
in front of me.
Phelps!
You did stop right in front of me. And again.
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
It is. Is this... No, it's not going to be a dead end. Thought it was. That's got no wheels. Still carrying on up first. Just following the road. Move out my way, bitch. Just can get.
Any central units,
Not again.
suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station
Not
on
again.
Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
All that way we just got. Now we're back all the way up, I bet, right to the top. We'll just scores through in there. Well done, mate. Drive into me. Right. Yeah, it's going to be another. Thank you. Right out the way again.
Any central units, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
This is Car 11 King. Go ahead with the further.
Nearly there.
2 459 suspects sighted in the vicinity of the trolley trolley station on Lucas Avenue between Court and Colton.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
post.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. Stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
So they drive off. Oh, bollocks. Gone the wrong way already. Went completely the wrong way straight away, didn't I? That was silly. That was silly.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on...
You should have iced those.
You can't skip, can you?
You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the post.
I'm not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. Stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
And I ain't going back inside.
Don't do anything stupid.
Right, this time let's not overshoot it, shall we? That's where I went wrong.
What the heck?
Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Oops. I've jumped it. That should be a trophy.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I can't, I'm nowhere near him.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Well, I can't get out because my car's wedged. Right, the wrapping there.
Put your hands in the air!
Couldn't get out of my car.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
Nearly halfway, just 2 more to go. Right, let's drive back again. At least all this will be adding towards our miles, which we need. We should nearly be 100 miles an hour, surely. We need 179, is it? Can we actually be cheeky and drive through it?
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
Made a mistake going that way. Or did I? This road isn't as straightforward this time, is it? So we'll take a right. Oh shit.
Slow and steady, come on.
Didn't mean to crash into you there. My driving's going out the window in this one. Right, let's carry on down now for a bit. This time on 5th Street. Oh no, not again. Another crime. These guys should all drive inwards when I get to them, when the siren's on. Through the tunnel. Take a right. Not this left. Next left. Carry them up. Take a right, and it's on this roundabout.
11K, go ahead.
11K, Roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. 11K.
Is this the guy that killed me? Yeah. This is the one I didn't do last time.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Need to shoot him this time.
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Need to shoot this son of a bitch.
Officer gun! Watch it! Give it up, old man!
Right.
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force.
I'll shoot you in the leg and you'll die, apparently. You not got me that time.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired, and suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street Plaza.
Right. One more, then we got another trophy. Right, let's see if we can get to our destination this time then. We've got a landmark, so at least we've got one. We're nearly halfway on those two. Not bad considering I don't know where any of them are. We're still racking up the miles. We're on Almeida Street. Almeida. We'll take a left here. And Traction Avenue. Follow the road round and take a left. It's a bit slower. Go up 4th Plaza, whatever it was. Oh, can we go left? This is the bridge. We need to be underneath, don't we? Let's take a right. And a left. And another left. And another left. Following the road around. Underneath the bridges. Onto the railway yard. Finally made it.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the ring under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Right. Where are we going?
Maybe someone at Mench's
Mench's Bar.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
I want to go right, see the bag, but you're not letting me. There we go. Dear Evelyn, I hope this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged, you had taken too much liquor and we both know what that makes you become. But I'm not writing to harass and accuse, I am writing to apologise. I was heartbroken seeing what you became of my little girl and what she's doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn, and it's harder for me to watch than you can imagine.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
But only God Almighty above us has the right to judge, and so I beg you for forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not. And the message ends. Oh, hang on. There was another thing there then. Go back in the bag.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
That's 3 little pieces of evidence.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Vagrants.
Another missing ring.
It certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
So who are you interviewing? This
Detective
guy?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Is this the guy?
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Oh, God.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Interference with the evidence.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. Took a look.
Good cop.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Discovery of victim's body.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
His eyes are shifting. Back up.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Bushhawk.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
I'm guessing we need to use the telephone. So let's get on that and ring up the office.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Right. So I guess I'm going to there then. Levine's Liquor Store. Let's go there then.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
People are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the rights were done in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Will they though? Let's carry on up here. 3rd Street. Right to the end, and then we'll take a left. Carry on up this street. Not quite sure the name. Main Street. New landmark. Get in. We'll turn right up here. Rank 16. I think there's 20 levels. Let's go up 7th. Not taking a risk with you, mate. So let's take a left. Levine's Liquor Store.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of
Inquiries?
Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Let's follow you then.
We got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
It's a picture.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Oh, press X to examine further.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
What's this?
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Do we need to interview him now? Contact with the victim.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Looking me dead in the eye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
For a
She said
boy?
they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Relationships with the victim.
You and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Cop.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Knowledge of
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Is that a good cop? Suck him in the eye. Oh no, he's looking on the floor.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
We will get him. Where to next? Mench's Bar. Let's go Mench's Bar. take this left. Down 8th Street this time. The music's getting a bit more dramatic, isn't it? This time we weren't that far away, so we'll take this right. Why would you stop there?
I get the point.
Why would you stop there? So apparently it's here somewhere. Mench's Bar.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was
Couple
staying?
nights ago.
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Criminal history.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious.
He's definitely
I've
lying.
had a few skirmishes.
Bad cop.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Relationship
You
with the
say
victim.
you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
He had a book with her though. So accuse and use the book against
You're
her.
lying, McCaffrey. You look down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
It's a book. Book.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it.
What's she doing in your apartment then?
I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Right, where are we going next?
Car 11 King, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
The message from Captain Donnelly returned to Central Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's
Turn
not
to
keep the man
Central.
waiting, Phelps.
Okay. Let's return to Central. Don't walk in the road. This road's nice and wide, so you can avoid everybody. We're still not... Oh, shook. That was a bad crash.
Cole, come on!
I'm going to take this left. And here we are. Central Police Station at 1:52 p.m.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
So going downstairs.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about it.
Going in here again.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes, the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said, "Cunt BD."
Ooh.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, fellas. You're married. Yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. Follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
So there's a phone. Need to use.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Thank you. There was a bowling alley too, weren't there?
Let me pose a question.
Depends.
Well, we're at Central Police Station.
Morals.
It's a
Would it bother you to put the
Rollins,
wrong
it's
person
called.
away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
We must be well over 100 now. Total driven 106 miles. We'll carry on up here. Will this be the case we actually get the killer? To the copycats. That's right. And this left, Rollins bowling.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds names like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
He's over yonder.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
It's another car. That's two.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires! Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road!
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
You screwed it.
Hands behind your head!
That's him arrested. Now should we go to not back to the station. That's the wrong car. Carfies. Let's go there. Before going back to the police station. We've not actually got in our police car, have we? Could have been a crash there. Would have avoided it. Get this case done and then we'll call it quits for tonight. Thank you. Just come out of nowhere, mate. Right. Take a right, left. Follow the road. Take this right, and then the left. And then we should be here. What number is it? It's only by the door, isn't it? Let's check these. The 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
And where might number 6 be? 3. What number's that? 4. Rooms 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's upstairs. Five and 6. There we go.
like anybody's home.
Kick the door down then. What's this then? Staying close. A wrench.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
That's the other side. The other end of the letter, isn't it? It's on letter.
Word from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Yep. That's the clues. So let's get up onto the roof then. Take the stairs.
Guy from the papers saw that big case.
Yep.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
So let's follow this son of a bitch.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Getting away.
Give it up, LAPD!
No, it's not. No, it's slowing down. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Got him.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Right.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tyranny set him up.
Oops.
You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
Get to the police station.
We have a
Get
list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Through the tunnel. And the police station is on the other side. I remember from last time. Right. Let's get these interrogated, shall we?
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jeff?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
So, room 1. Interview room 1.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Relationship
Can
with
you
victim.
describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Victim's book found.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. But, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was it!
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. Kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear. You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing.
He's lying.
I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
The torn letter.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Access to tire iron.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
That telephone's come up.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that death.
So if we go talking back to him. Military service.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things.
What?
All I wanted was...
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in a minute.
And an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Criminal record.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
He's getting very angry.
The bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning. And he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn. And that it was all over the radio. And that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. It wasn't me.
Come on, baby. Do you want to wee-wee? Go for wee-wee in a minute.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady and never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Go, baby.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot.
Grand. Second.
Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
A lot of damage to the car there. Grosvenor McCarthy can write a tell-all memoir to his cell on death row. Right, I'm going to end it there, so thanks for watching. We shall see you guys next time.